another video review. This time I'm bringing you a little bit different of a Bumblebee character. This one is the new shoulder cannon Bumblebee. And as you can see, he's the same new remodel for the new Revenge of the Fallen movie. This is the, well, my hybrid version, but as you can see, it's got the black, nice version here. The only real differences that you're going to see in this mode are that the windows are translucent, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to, you can kind of see right there, they're kind of cloudy, even in the back here that you can kind of see. They're kind of a cloudier blue, not as translucent as that guy's windows. And then the other the other difference is right on the side here. You have a nice red, which you can't see because it's too much. Nice red Autobot logo there, which is pretty bad. And there's the Camaro sign. Oops. The one thing that I do like about this is the grill is not, like the front's not, this section here is not cut up down the sides. So that's a little bit nicer, but overall, this guy's kind of blah, if you ask me. His gimmick in this mode is he can deploy, which they're kind of hard to get at, the shoulder cannons in this mode. Now, this figure is identical in terms of the way he looks up here. His robot mode, the only difference is his upper torso is a little bit different. His bottom part, his legs are identical. So you get some nice cannon action there with a gray and black coloring. That doesn't impress me all that much. So you go ahead and tuck those in, and that folds away. Now to go ahead and transform them, like I said, it's almost identical. Oh, the one thing I did want to show is on the bottom, not as obvious that it's a robot on the bottom. As you can see, there's Bumblebee's head. Bumblebee's head in this one is kind of tucked in, so it's a little bit nicer, I suppose. So to go ahead and transform them, very similar. You open the doors, just like that. Lower that little bit. Lift this section, loosen that up. Loosen that up. If you didn't already separate that, just pull that apart like so. You got the same automorph gimmick here. The heel spur on this one, though, seems to bend down further. I don't know if that's a running difference or if that's just something on my figure. So there's that. Now that's where everything changes, or that's what stays the same. Now what we got to do with this is push this section down, and that's going to kind of, and you want to kind of bend that just to do it, I suppose. Then this whole thing, this is really weird. Go ahead and take the arms, rotate the arms out. As you can see, they're on the side here, and you just rotate those guys out. Come around here onto the inside. Hopefully you can see this. There's little things. These have forward, and they form his license plate in his crotch area. So make sure you pull those forward like so. And you it's really annoying. You kind of got to bend this down. Force that kind of down in there. Come around here, pop the head out. Pop it into place. Oops. So, oops. I'll try doing that again. So there's the head. That pops into place like so. Then this whole thing, this whole assembly here is kind of weird. And there you go. You kind of have to force it down to get this pop part to fold back. Fold this a little bit down. Lift that up. Hopefully you can see all that. Then what you need to do is there are little grooves here that fit into here, so you want to bring this down and line that up. And that's the only thing that really holds his torso into place, and that's Bumblebee. Now the one nice thing about this is he's got much nicer arms, and you can kind of shift these down, I guess, but here's a problem. When you shift those down, it makes his legs impossible to slide back, so you need to kind of keep these shifted up so that you can get some decent articulation with the legs. One thing that I did do is I switched out the heads. I like the head on this one, on the actual one better. I switched it out with my made up one, I guess. I'll transform him in a second. But as you can see, this is the way he looks. Kind of weird, this whole section, and obviously he's got the shoulder cannons. That's the gimmick. He's got shoulder cannons in this mode. Whoopie-doo. The face is different because that's the face of the actual new preview Bumblebee. And I'll show you the differences here in a second, but I'm just going to comment on the other changes. So there's no change here in the torso bit. You can't slide it or anything. His arms are obviously new looking arms. I really wanted this because I thought I'd be able to take the arms off this and put them onto this guy. The only problem is, if you remember, this bit on here is the hood on this one, so that's not possible to do, unfortunately. Same amount of articulation, little arms back and forth. The only thing is you got this where it looks like he's dancing. So that's all you really get. You get him singing and dancing. When you put his elbow here, though, he's got his hands that are like, I'm begging for some money. Give me some money. The arms are nicer, though, but so let me transform the True Star. Now, here they are both transformed. Now, again, as I said, the actual original head that comes with the shoulder cannon Bumblebee, I've switched out. So this is the actual head. It's a little bit lighter in color. This one's a little bit darker, but it's got the red makeshift Autobot symbol that normally he has. I like that better, so I switched the heads out. But as you can see, the Bumblebee on the right, this one is the best Bumblebee. I'm sorry, this one is, it's okay, it just falls short of my expectations. I really didn't expect too much, but it's much more different. And I don't really like what they did with the upper torso. This torso on this guy, look at this one. So other than that, the only real improvement in this mode are his arms, and the arms aren't enough for me to really be all that impressed. So to transform him back, you want to flip the head back, stick that right around in there, and then this whole bit here really aggravates me because it's kind of complicated. All right, so you're going to get the head back in there. This whole section here gets hung up on the doors, so there you go. You're gonna gotta fight with it to get it positioned properly. You want to fold this out, and that creates the roof. Now you can switch out these arms still, but you just would never be able to transform him. So if you wanted to do that, you're free to, I suppose. Come around here to the legs. Tuck the heel in, flip that around, automorph, yay, automorph, little side panels, bring other, make sure legs, and the legs, the forward, make sure the thighs probably push these back, up inside, which I don't even know why you do those, but it creates doors. That's one kind of neat thing, I suppose. I'll show that off here in a second. So, you want to get that, and that clips that together. Rotate the arms. And then there's one other problem that I want to mention in vehicle mode. I'm just kind of really blah with this figure. It's kind of disappointing. So here you have him back in vehicle mode. And in here, it creates, seats. And there's a control panel and stuff. So there's a seat and there's the back part of the seat. Again, not worth it to me. So it transforms almost identically except for the upper section, which kind of can be a pain in the butt to get lined up properly. And the other problem that I wanted to bring up, number one, the door don't stay in there very well. Because of the arms there, as you can see, the rolling on here, I mean, it drags and feels dragging along the bottom section. So I do not really recommend this figure. If I were to suggest one figure, I would say the arm cannon Bumblebee. And then do what I did. I really like this. Even though people have complained that the rims don't match, you don't notice the rims that much, guys. Really, you don't. And then the back section here, as you can see, has like striping on the side, and this one doesn't have it. But again, minor inconveniences. This Bumblebee is just awesome. So do not recommend this one. I'm actually really disappointed in this one, and I don't know, might get rid of it. I'm not all that impressed with it, and I don't need to have another one for that guy when I have that guy. So so I do apologize, guys, if you don't like this, but if you're looking forward to a new Bumblebee, this is the best deluxe. They are coming out with the Voyager one, so So until next time, guys, this is Autobot. Thanks for tuning in. Talk to you later.
I understand about indecision.